All right, guys, we're going to start a series on how to beat. How to beat someone who does this. How to beat the tall, skinny guy. How to beat the super stretch kicking person. How to beat the person that wants to be the bully and knock you around the whole time. And of course, we're talking like sparring. The main application of this would be in sparring at the school. So the one I want to talk about first is how to beat the really good kicker. The person you see who's kicking everybody in the head, faking everybody out, the person whose foot is like an extra hand and they can just kind of put it wherever they want, and they're just kind of wreaking havoc with those strong, flexible legs and faking techniques. Mr. Dornbush is a guy that comes to mind. I think he's kind of like top of the class right now. Sparring, he's the guy doing that to everybody. But I'm going to show you, and this is going to help. This is going to make him better too. And all you guys that are like him, I'm going to show your sparring opponents what they ought to do to you from now on, and then you're going to have to get a little bit better. Okay. So what you do against a great kicker is counterintuitive. So that means it isn't what you feel like you should do. And if you do what you feel like you should do, you're really going to get smoked, right? Like if I say, oh no, I'm sparring Mr. Dornbush, and he's got all these great kicks, so I better turn sideways and kind of lean back and cover myself and be careful, then he's just going to be all over you. So here is the strategy, all right? First of all, you have to open up your body against somebody who's kicking like that, because when you turn like this, you have a ginormous blind side back here. And all those really good kickers have figured out and trained themselves to be shooting for that blind side all the time. First of all, because they're nice and they don't want to kick you in the face. But second of all, it's just really hard for you to defend back there. You can't see it. You can't block it. Over here, 2 eyes, 2 hands. Back there, no eyes, no hands. Right? So when you turn here, yes, your belly is a little bit exposed. But I think that's a great trade-off, because now you can see much better. There's not going to be any blindside hook kick coming up to whack you. And instead of just having one arm to defend awkwardly, you've got 2 arms to defend really effectively. All right, so that's the first thing you're going to do against that great kicker, is you're going to square up. Now, after you square up, you're going to lean forward instead of backward. You're going to put your weight forward. All right, so I was like this. I said, okay, I'm going to be a little smarter, square up, and then I'm going to get my weight forward, even bias to the front leg a little bit. All right? I put my hands, guys, right up next to my face. This is not going to cut it. Those kickers will love it if you come out sparring them like this. Now you may as well be like this. This just does not do it. So you got to tuck that chin, raise those shoulders, bring those hands up to the cheekbones, and just kind of be in your shell. And not that you're going to be defensive here. You're going to be really offensive, but you want to have this kind of impenetrable position like this, elbows down. And you might say, well, he can kick me in the belly too, and what am I supposed to do about that? I've got this big bullseye. So check it out. You're like this, scrunch up your elbows. Everybody try that right now. Put up your hands by your cheeks and just scrunch your elbows in and tuck your hips up and squeeze your abs. And you can really minimize. I have a freakishly long torso, and I can really minimize the amount of belly space that is shown and still keep my guard up pretty high. So no dropping the guard. Be really stubborn about that, because Mr. Dornbush, he's going to do all kinds of things to get you to flinch and drop your hands down. So you're not going to do that, okay? So first thing was square up. Second thing was lean forward. Third thing was a great guard. And then, guys, this is not rocket science. You are going to go forward no matter what. You are going to be just tenacious about going toward him and not allowing him room to extend his leg. You might take a shot or two on the way in there, but once you are on top of him, you stay stuck to him like glue. And if he starts to back up, then you just go in, you just go in, you just go in, and you should have him on his heels the whole time. Here, both hands can punch really well, and a really good kicking technique is thrust kick, right, to keep somebody going backwards. And then, you know, maybe you're also a really good kicker, but you're going to be more effective in close. And you're going to go, like Grandmaster says, go hands to feet instead of feet first, right? On somebody like that, you're here, you're going to jump in on them, boom, you're going to go hands and then feet. Okay, so that's the strategy. I want to show you a technique that goes along really well with this, because like I said, you might take a shot as you jump in there on them, but you don't want to take a shot, right? So you don't necessarily have to. So here's a really cool move. All right, imagine that I'm sparring Mr. Dornbush, and he's there, and he knows my game, right? That I'm going to try to get in on him. Well, imagine like, okay, so let me beat him for a minute. So I got this leg ready, and I'm like, okay, you come in here, I'm going to have my foot all over you. And then I'm like this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to come in, right? So here's a great thing to do. You open up your eyes real big, you stomp the floor, and you get just inside their range where they could hit you, right? You get in there, you're like, here I come, and you make them believe that you're coming. And then what they will do is that they will throw an ill-advised kick. They'll throw a kick that they shouldn't throw. So I get in here, boom, you throw that kick, here comes that kick, I'm going to slide back a little, let the kick fall, boom, and then jump on you. All right, so you're in, out, and then in for real. All right, and the footwork is here, then back a little, and then in for real. And then you just follow them around, okay? All right, let's do that. Let's do that a couple of times. So we're back. Everybody do this. Let's do it 5 times. Ready? Open, forward, hands up, elbows in. Everybody throw a couple punches, a couple thrust kicks. Those are going to be really good tools, and then anything else you're good at once you're in there. Boom, boom. Okay, so ready? We go in, we fake coming in. Boom, here we come. They throw a kick. They got to put it down or pull it back, right, once they throw it. And as they throw it, we get back. We put that weight on our back leg, and we push in, and then we blitz them like that, all right? Let's do it again. Ready, we're in. Oh, here we come. Kick comes out, we're back, and then, for real, bang, and come in. It's like this rocking chair thing. In, out, boom, in for real. All right, let's go again. Here, check all the things. Square, bang, here. Okay, in, out, bang, in for real. In, out, in for real, and then follow them. Follow them back. All right, so now, no excuse for not beating Mr. Dornbush next time you spar him. That's not really true, because this is easier said than done, but that is the right approach against those great kickers out there. All right, talk to you soon.